Holy Ghost Prep ties it up.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.
Hello everyone and welcome to Holy Ghost Prep, where we have live baseball action between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the Central Bucks West Bucks. So I'm Caden Stewart. Beside me making his broadcast debut is Steven Zaglin.
How's everyone doing?
So coming to today for the Firebirds, coming off a 20-5 win, but we're in the middle of a game right now. We had a little bit of technical difficulty starting up the game. One battery pack, hence one camera angle for the moment. However, once we get the other battery pack up and running, we'll have two camera angles and a perfect broadcast like always. So for right now, Central Bucks has a man on first and one out, and at the plate is Will Hogenauer. As Matt Reindow getting the mound, or getting the bump day today for the Firebirds, throws his second strike. Reindow looking for his first strikeout of the inning. And the pitch swung on ground ball over to third. Glove hand play. They go to first, and it's in time to get Hogenauer. And there's now two outs in the inning with the man in scoring position. So the Firebirds again coming off a 20-5 win yesterday against the Doc Mennonite. So the Firebirds coming off a 20-5 win yesterday against the Doc Mennonite Pioneers. Before that, they had a win against AWHS 10-7, a loss to Malvern 9-1, ending a 4-game win streak, and the fourth game of that win streak was an 8-3 win against Ben Salem. So now back to the action with the cleanup hitter Quinn Illig at the plate. The second baseman wearing number 1 today for the Bucks. Central Bucks in their gray and white away jerseys, the Firebirds in their typical home red and white. Reindow fires inside. And the count appears to be 2-1. Reindow ready again, and the pitch. So on ground ball over to third again, glove hand play, cleanly throws to first. In time, Amati makes the catch, and the Firebirds get out of the inning with no damage done by the Bucks. So through the top of the first, it is the Central Bucks West Bucks nothing, and the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds coming up. So Steven, what do you think about Firebirds' first inning defensively?
I think it was pretty good. You know, they had the fly out first, and then they had the two other ground outs. I think it was a pretty good start, you know?
Yep. So it was Bukowski starting off the inning with a single. McGlone flew out to center and almost picked off Bukowski. In center was Aiden Robbins. After that, it was a fielder's choice by Hogenauer to move Bukowski to second, and Illy grounds out to end the inning. So once again, coming back to the bottom of the first, is the Bucks nothing, the Firebirds coming up. Now we head to the bottom of the first from Holy Ghost Prep, where the Firebirds lead off with the center fielder Aiden Robbins. So we're having some technical difficulties still at the second camera. So we have just the first camera today behind home plate. So I'll do your best. So we had a battery pack issue. The battery pack was not fully charged, which is on me. The battery pack was not fully charged. So we only have one battery pack active for today. But we'll promise we'll get that second camera angle up for you, and we're back to a good broadcast as usual. For the moment, a fly ball right field side to the parking lot. And off the top of the car.
And it hit a car.
There we go. Yeah.
It's a good idea, Coach.
Yeah, first base coach advising all the parents in the area. No windshield was broken on like 2 days ago, or 2 games ago, but a roof may have a dent in it. So Robin's first pitch fouled off, hit a car. So the count now 0-1. Alex Jenkinson getting a start today for Central Bucks. And the I was way behind the counts. That's ball 4, and Robbins with a leadoff walk.
You know, yesterday, Caden, I thought there was going to be a few more cars hit. There was about 5 balls hit over that field house yesterday. Thankfully, we were good, and hopefully we'll be good today as well.
Yeah, we have a 10 up today to protect ourselves. I forgot to bring my glove when we first didn't have a 10. So the first pitch to Acosta is taken in for a strike. So in between pitches, we'll give a quick shout out to HGPTV. They currently have us set up with all the cool tech stuff, new mics, new sound deck that I'm using to switch back and forth between the HGP shout out and the camera. As we go back to Acosta, who takes high for ball 1. So the count now 1-1. Jenkinson looks back Robbins, goes home, and a pitch cuts to the bottom of the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Acosta. And the on-deck circle, Reese Accord, who had 2 first-inning home runs yesterday. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Acosta down swinging. That's the first strikeout of the game for either team, and the first out recorded by Central Bucks. So that strikeout is now Reese Accord, as I said a few seconds ago, had 2 home runs in the first inning yesterday against Doc Mennonite. Takes a sinker for strike 1 here in his first pitch of the at-bat. So a wide strike zone for the opening umpire today right now. A little bit low at the bottom, but as long as he's calling it fair, I'm fine with anything.
I agree.
Second pitch is fouled off almost in the same spot, and the count now quickly 0-2 to Reese Accord. In addition to the 2 home runs, Accord had 4 total RBI, a walk, and 2 or 3 runs scored. And the pitch swung, ground ball over to first. He'll tag the bag, no throw goes to second. And it was the first baseman Luke Burkhead making the play, so Accord grounds into the fielder's choice. Robbins advances to second, and the Firebirds have man scoring position with 2 outs.
Just in between pitches and stuff, you could hit the HGPTV shot. You don't have to announce something. You could just click it and click off.
Okay, good. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Matt Goldenbaum. First pitch to him is fouled off on a check swing over near us, but out of play, and the count 0-1. Goldenbaum yesterday goes 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Every player on the Firebirds roster yesterday had a hit, and they all batted 3 or more times in the 2-inning game. The pitch swung on chopped foul, this time on the left field side, or off the left field side of the box, pardon me. And the count now 0-2 to Goldenbaum. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Goldenbaum. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
bad swing.
Yeah, Jenkinson gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, both off pitches that may have been on the outside of the zone. But the Firebirds come up empty in the same way Central Bucks West does. They leave a man on second, 1 hit, 1 man left, no runs scored. We get to the top of the second. It's Bill Zentmeyer leading it off for Central Buck West as we take a break. Then we at the top of the second. It's Bill Zentmeyer leading it off, and he'll take outside for ball 1. Zentmeyer serving as the DH today and wearing number 22. Pitch number 2 of the at-bat is taken up and in for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Zentmeyer. Ryan also looking for his first strikeout. He got out of the inning without any harm done in the first. And the 2-0. Thought about swinging, but he takes a strike on the inside corner and the count 2-1. Rindau into stance again. And the 2-1 pitch. Taken low for ball 3. One of the best things about Rindau as a pitcher is he's always able to go behind in the count and still rebound and figure out a way to make the hitter swing and get the out in the field. And the 3-1, as I said before, a fly out, shallow center, coming in, Robbins calling him off, and he makes the catch.
You know, Kane, what you're saying about Rondau is really important because if a pitcher can bounce out of, adversity, then I think that's always really good.
Mm-hmm. And just like I said, a 3-1 count, and he gets Zentmeyer to swing and fly out to center. And that's the first out recorded at the top of the second. Then we take the left fielder, Matt Carr. And the pitch from Rindau. Swung on, line drive over to right, hooking towards the 10 and off the 10.
Thank God we had it. Yo, Kane, thank God we had that 10 today. I'll tell you what.
Loper's having a heart attack. All right, so that's strike 1 in the at-bat. No balls, 1 strike. Now the second pitch is taken outside for ball 1, pardon me. 1 ball, 1 strike. So again, Matt Carr batting right now, the left fielder wearing number 8. And he takes low for ball 2. We count 2-1.
There you go.
pitch from Rindell. Swung on line drive into center field for a base hit. The first hit of the inning for Central Bucks West. And it's a single for Matt Carr, the left fielder. And there's now a man on first and 1 out, and the third baseman, Michael Koldhoff, coming up to the plate.
You know, Kane, Rondell's got to start getting ahead of these hitters a little quicker, because if he doesn't, this is not going to end too well for him, sadly.
Put some more pressure on. Pressure is always good for a pitcher.
Definitely.
The first pitch taken down the bottom of the zone for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Michael Koldhoff. And the 0-1 pitch taken at the taken even lower for ball 1.
Carr taking a big lead at first.
Yeah, he is. Quite a few steps. Rindell not looking back for the moment. Now
There
he
it
does.
is. Yeah.
And Carr back just in time.
That may be a problem for Rondell, because maybe he'll start worrying about Carr at first, and then it'll mess up his command. So that's something he's got to watch for sure.
I've seen it before. Crazier things have happened. Much crazier things have happened just yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. The count now 1-2. It looks like we're going to get the other camera back up in 5 minutes. So that should be ready for the top or bottom of the second for HGP's offense. The 1-2 pitch taken high for ball 2. The count evens up at 2-2. As Rindell ready again, looking for pitch number 5 of the at-bat. Right. Oh, a pickoff.
Ooh, that was close. Taking another big lead. No.
So Carr almost picked off the first 2 pitches ago. Quick mic delay. Now back at first again, and again
Still
just
doesn't
back
get
in
him.
time. Carr's now been looked back 3 times so far this at bat.
But does not seem like Carr cares. He is still taking as big of a lead.
If anything, bigger. So our new camera next camera getting set up. Now they check back
Now
again.
he's out.
Now he
Yep.
got him.
There he is. That was going to happen.
You know the phrase, 4th time's a charm. Carr made it himself coming off the bag, and that's out number 2 of the inning. Amadi making the catch and tag at first off the throw from Rindell. And 2 outs, no man on still for Koldhoff.
Rondell frustrated with himself.
As Rindell walks Koldhoff, as that's ball 4, and Koldhoff goes back to first. Just like that, Central Bucks West replaces Carr. And that brings up the number 8 hitter, Luke Burkhead, at first base today. 2 outs, a man on first for Burkhead. Pitch swung on ground ball over to short, fielded by Gongwick. He tags second, and it's in time.
Nice play.
The Firebirds get out of the inning once again, only allowing 1 man to stay on base. And your score through 1.5 innings, the Bucks 0 and the Firebirds 0. Leading off for HGP, Matt Gongwick, the shortstop. We'll be back right after this. So we are in the bottom of the second inning with Matt Gonglick leading it off. And he takes ball 1 at the bottom of the zone to start his at bat. 1-0, Swung fouled back. And the count evens at 1-1.
Pretty good day for baseball, isn't it, Caden?
Yeah, it is. Nice weather. Got the 10 out. Ball's hitting the tent, so. Yeah,
See, the tent's being used already.
Yeah. Gonglick yesterday went 1 for 1 with a single, hit by a pitch, and a walk. And 3 runs scored as he fouls that one back. And the count now 1-2. Gonglick's been able to work his way on base all season, looking to do it here today, and he fouls one hooking towards right. It's going to stay fair. It bounces just inside the line.
And he stops it first.
Yeah, it gets a smart play as the throw got right into the infield. Look, he basically fouled that one fair.
I thought it was going to be foul, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's a perfect definition of fouled it fair.
It really is.
That's exactly what he did, as it stayed just inside the line, and the Firebirds have a leadoff single with Matt Gonglick, as that brings up Joey Amati, the first baseman. First pitch of the bat is fouled back off the cage. Check back to first. Gonglick gets back in time. So Gonglick stays on first. Amadi waiting the 0-1 pitch as he gets back into the box. And the pitch, small line drive, left field, going deep towards the foul line, and just foul.
Tell you what, Caden, I thought that may have been it for a second.
Yeah.
That was close.
Looks like it may just come up a little bit short of going over the wall, but it definitely would have been extra bases for Amadi. So Amadi now down the count 0-2 when he goes back to the box.
Jenkinson looks over.
Yep. And the 0-2 pitch taken for strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. Amadi down looking, and that brings up the third baseman, Will Kalak. Still a man on first, but this time 1 out. That's the third strikeout of the day for Alex Jenkinson. The first pitch to Kalak is taken for a ball, and the count 1-0.
Okay, in that game yesterday, that was actually my debut. I was doing the camera work.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually the first game I've seen from the Ghost team so far.
Yeah,
so I would say it's a pretty good.
Good luck charm.
I would say so.
I don't think I've ever seen 20 runs put up in a high school game.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
College, I've seen it once or twice. MLB, I've seen it a few more times.
Right.
But even high school, I've never seen it.
And they were leading by 10 before they even had to end the game.
Yeah, they were down 4-0 in the top of the first, and then we're up 16-4. When it looked like they had 2 outs, the bases loaded up 16-4, and they walked 4 runs home, I believe. They walked 4 runs home and got a few singles. Pitch taken in the dirt for another ball. So both camera angles now both up and working. So we're back to a typical stream with 2 camera angles, 1 at home plate and 1 to show you the outfield. Kalak ready again. The pitch from Jenkinson, fouled back. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Kalak down swinging, back-to-back strikeouts for Jenkinson, and that's his 4th strikeout of the day. And that brings up the catcher, Matt Baker.
Jenkinson's looked good so far today for Central Bucks. He has seems like a pretty powerful motion when he throws it.
Yeah. He's been pretty determined, not being able to shake off Gonglick at first easily. 2 outs and a man on first for Baker.
That's a tip.
Yeah, fouled off. Bounced in and out of the catcher's glove. And the catcher behind home plate today for Central Bucks West, Max McGlone, batting third in the top of the third. Stealing is Gonglick. Ground ball over to third. They won't look at second. Goes to first on a one hop, and he goes off the bag. Gonglick stays on second, and HGP gets away with a almost a ground out. And now they stay with 2 men on and 2 outs, as Baker outran the throw to first. Infield single should be the ruling. And it's been on first and second with 2 outs for HGP. And it's Noah McDermott coming to the plate. First pitch to McDermott's a line drive over to second. No throw goes to second, and the Firebirds leave him loaded. Now they bring him loaded. McDermott, the infield hit, back-to-back infield hits for the Firebirds. And it's now bases loaded, 2 outs for the leadoff hitter, Aiden Robbins.
And it looks like Walsh has come in for Baker at second.
Now it's Aiden Robbins, who walked his first time up. A walk here being RBI, and the first pitch taken for a ball. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Firebirds in the bottom of the second. McDermott on first, Baker on second, both with infield hits, and Gonglick on third. Pitch from Jenkinson taken for a strike, and the count 1-1. So pinch running for Baker at second is Walsh. And we have our first substitution of the game for HGP. And it's a swing and a miss by Robbins. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the leadoff hitter, Aiden Robbins. Jenkinson looking for his 5th strikeout, and he's 1 strike away from doing that. And the 1-2 pitch, chasing the dirt. No drop, 3rd strike called, and the Firebirds leave them loaded in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. It's the Firebirds nothing, the Bucks nothing, but coming out for the 3rd time and leading them off is number 9 hitter Alex Valdez. So we're back here in the top of the third with Central Bucks West looking to be the first team to strike as the Firebirds left them loaded in the second. Alex Valdez, the center fielder, leading us off. And the first pitch from Rindau, taken to the bottom of the zone for strike 1.
I know, it's no better.
No balls, 1 strike to count. Rindau into his stance, and the 0-1 pitch. Swan fouled back. That one off the field house. And it's going to stay up on the roof.
Up there.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes now to count. So the Firebirds left them loaded in the top of the second, or bottom of the second, sorry. So
it was a good job by Jenkinson to
yeah.
kind of focus in there a little bit and get out of the inning.
There's a pitch taken low for ball 1. The count now 1-2. That could be a huge hit to the Firebirds' momentum, even though it looked like it wasn't going to be.
Definitely.
2 back-to-back infield hits.
Definitely. Sometimes all you need. All you need is just a little blooper, just to get the inning started.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, and the pitch fouled off. So in between pitches, we would like to remind you that we have a different camera angle today as we go back to the outfield cam. Is that one right next to our broadcast booth compared to our old tripod that was over by the stands. So if you can comment below in the chat what camera you prefer for the outfield. As the 1-2 pitch, yeah, 1-2 pitch taken up and in for ball 2. The count evens up at 2-2. So again, that's outfield camera for today. So you switch back to home plate. But make sure you comment down below which camera you'd rather have and which camera you'd rather see on our future streams. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. So Valdez strikes out. It's the first strikeout of the game for Matt Reindow. And now back to the top of the order goes Central Bucks West with Kevin Bukowski, the first baseman. I'm sorry, Kevin Bukowski, the shortstop. 1 for 1 today with a single. Pitch from Reindow. Swung on and missed. Now strike 1. Yeah, 1 pitch taken up and in. That's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bukowski. He's again 1 for 1 today with a single. And the pitch swung on and missed.
A little late on that one, it looks like.
Yeah. Back-to-back swinging, or 2 swinging strikes in the at-bat for Bukowski. And they count 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. So on blooped up shallow center, backing out Gonglik. He won't get there. It drops in for a base hit. The first hit of the 3rd inning for Central Bucks West. And it's by Bukowski, who's now 2 for 2.
Switch it there when that happens.
So now with the 1 out and a man on first, it brings up the catcher, Max McGlone.
McGlone lined out his last at-bat.
Yep. The pitch taken at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. They check back to first, and not in time to get Bukowski.
Bukowski goes.
Stealing Bukowski. Baker throws down to second. Not in time. So Bukowski steals second. And for the first time today, either team has a man in scoring position with only 1 out. 1 out and a man on second for Central Bucks West. McGlone ready in the box. And the pitch from Reindow. Swung on, fouled back. Right, so the battery pack has died on the home plate camera. So we're down to just 1 camera angle. We'll be calling it radio style for today. Two strikes in the count to McGlone. They look back to first.
Bukowski goes back.
Yeah, Bukowski almost got picked off. That would have been the second successful pickoff today by HGP, but nothing comes of it.
It's a lot tougher to steal third than second, so he's got to be careful here.
As a former baseball player, I certainly know that. Except in Little League, it's easy to steal any base.
Me neither, don't worry.
Yeah. The pitch from Rindell, fouled back. McGlone staying alive in the count. This will be a 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up as the count stays 2-2.
No, it's not there.
2 balls, 2 strikes to McGlone. Bukowski sits on second.
No, not that. It's over there.
Bukowski with a small lead.
I do it all the time.
And they look
I
back.
have a job today.
Almost a balk by Rindell. He's able to get his head back in time. No throw goes to second, so the count remains 2-2. And Bukowski remains on second. And the 2-2 pitch swung on, hit over to right, and just past the 10.
Bounce right in front of that car over there.
The one that's pulling out, too. So
That's great. Nice little parting gift.
2 balls, 2 strikes from Rindell to McGlone. And the pitch. So on line drive, right field side, into foul territory, and off the truck, into the truck bed, and bounced out.
Yeah. And under a car.
Yep. So back-to-back pitches almost hit cars. One does. And now waiting for pitch number 10 of the at-bat is Max McGlone, doing a great job of staying alive and working up Rindell's pitch count. The 2-2 pitch, taken high for ball 3.
You know, Kane, if I ever drive here, please remind me not to park in that spot because that is where all the balls are being hit. So
We'll certainly do that. Three balls, 2 strikes to McGlone. Rindell back in his stance. And the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Foul back.
that was a staying alive swing. That wasn't the best swing, but
Yeah.
he still tipped it.
That was actually the 12th pitch of the at-bat.
Wow.
So now the 13th pitch of the at-bat coming from Rindell.
You know, these are the batters as a pitcher that just annoy the heck out of you because
Yeah.
you're just trying to get out of it, and he just keeps fouling it off and staying
If
alive.
he fouls off this pitch, if I'm Rindell, I might just walk him.
I agree on. I would have done it honestly a little while ago. Just get him over with.
But he was down. It was ahead in the count 1-2
Right.
at that time, so who would have hard to? And is that a balk? It is not.
Well, that was close.
Yeah, it was extremely close. Ryan took a step off the mound after he almost took a step above, or took a step up, which would have made it a balk. But he does not, so the count stays 3-2. And the pitch from Rindell. Ball 4.
Wow, that was
What
close.
an at-bat from Max McGlone. Oh, that's not ball 4. What? So, ball 3. Huh, all right. So now the 14th pitch of the at-bat coming as we get extra one. And the 3-2 pitch, never mind. Look back to second, and Bukowski back.
I think Bukowski's getting around Dow's head a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Keeps stepping off.
3 balls, 2 strikes the pitch. And that's ball 4.
That is a great at-bat by McGlone.
Yeah. First and second now for Central Bucks with only 1 out.
Brandon, can you shift positions?
We've got Hogan up next. He grounded out in his last at-bat.
Hogenhauer ready for the first pitch of the at-bat from Rindell. And the first pitch taken for a ball. "1-0 the count to Hogenhauer. First and second, 1 out for Central Bucks West. The Bucks looking to strike first in the top of the third. And the 1-0 pitch from Rindell. Taken for strike 1.
Looks like we got a pinch runner at first for McGlone.
It does look like it. Number 30.
Colin McKenna.
Yep, Colin McKenna subbing in at first. McGlone the catcher, so he's a pinch runner needed. And there's ball 2 in the at-bat. Oh, sorry, strike 2 in the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Hogenauer.
Go, Will.
Walk back to first. No throw. McKenna goes back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Hogenauer. In the on-deck circle, Quinn Illig, the cleanup hitter. And the pitch taken for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Hogenauer.
Bukowski at second, McKenna at first.
And right now on the mound, ready again. Looks back to second. No throw.
Looks back again.
Now
and steps off.
Yeah. I do think you're right. I do think Bukowski and now McKenna have probably gotten to his head just being on base. He's had a lot of lookbacks.
Definitely. I'll tell you what, I think they may need a mound visit soon if
The 2-2 pitch, long ground ball over to second. Goes second for 1, over to first.
he's safe.
Not in time. It was a ground ball to short, fielded by Gongwick, who went to McDermott, and Amani dug it out of the dirt, but could not in time to get the second out.
That was good. That was good hustle by Hogenauer there.
It was. Hogenauer gets his first. It is Bukowski thrown out, or no, McKenna thrown out at second. Hogenauer got to first, and it's now Bukowski at third. All right, that's a lot to break down. So Hogenauer has now hit into 2 fielder's choice in his first 2 at-bats. Quinn Illig now the cleanup hitter at the plate. 2 outs, men on the corners. The first pitch taken for ball 1. So we have a home plate camera back up for our stream. The 0-1 pitch from Illig down low for ball 2. All right, is there? Two balls, no strikes. Now the count. 1-1. I'm off. 1 ball, 1 strike to Quinn Illig. They check back to first, not in time. One pitch to Illig. Taken low for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike now to Illig. Rindell sits on the mound, looking to get out of the inning without having allowed a run. Men on the corners and 2 outs for Central Bucks West. And the 2-1 pitch. So on line drive, over into shallow left, is down for a hit. Central Bucks West strikes first. It's fielded on 1 hop by Acosta, who throws it back in. RBI single for Quinn Illig. And it's 1-0 Central Bucks.
You know, Kane, I think we may see a mound visit here soon. I think Rondell's getting frustrated, and rightfully so.
Yeah. That brings up Bill Zentmeyer, who's 0 for 1 with a pop out. First and second, 2 outs for Central Bucks West, and Rindell looks back to second with no throw. Rindell ready in the pitch. Taken for strike 1. Oh, 1 the count now to Zentmeyer.
Don't go to the outfield cam for.
And the 0-1 pitch. So on hit well, right center field. Going back and is almost
Robbins
caught.
drops it.
It'll stay in the park. Robbins couldn't hold on to it in center field, and it's another RBI. In fact, 2 of them for Central Bucks West. It's a 2 RBI double for Bill Zentmeyer, and it's now 3-0 Bucks. So now let's bring us up Matt Carr, who's 1 for 1 with a single. Oh. So for me, a pinch hitter for Matt Carr, and it's Harrison Yim. And the first pitch taken low for ball 1. Yim sets back in the box for the 1-0 pitch.
Do not like move your chair when you get up. Okay. 'Cause I'm making
And here it
things work
comes
without
in the
the
dirt.
power bank.
It gets away, but not stealing with Zentmeyer.
That's what I was worried about. No, actually, this should be good.
And now we'll have our first mound visit of the game for either team, and it comes by HGP. Looks like a pitching change here at Holy Ghost Prep. We'll come back if it isn't, and if it is, then we'll come back and we'll tell you the new pitcher for HGP. Rindell with 1 K, 3 earned runs allowed, and it is Harrison Yim at the plate with a 2-0 count. Rindell staying on the mound for HGP for the moment after a long mound visit. And the 2-0 pitch taken at the bottom of the zone for strike 1, and the count 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike, the count to Harrison Yim. Pinch hitting in his first at bat today for Central Bucks West. And the pitch taken on the outside corner for ball 3. Count 3-1. Zentmeyer stays on second after his 2 RBI double to make it 3-0. Rindell looks him back and no throw. Yim ready to go. And the pitch taken for ball 4. First and second again for Central Bucks West, and there's still 2 outs in the inning. All 3 runs have been scored with 2 outs. And now a pinch runner for Central Bucks.
It's like Matt Carr is now in.
So yeah, now Matt Carr will be pinch runner. First and second for Central Bucks West, 2 outs. And a pitch from Rindell. Taking it for strike 1. Michael Koldhoff at the plate. Playing third base today and wearing number 6. And the 0-1 pitch. Taking for strike 2. Koldhoff down on the count 0-2 quickly. And the pitch from Rindell. Taking in the dirt for ball one. One ball, 2 strikes to cold off. And the pitch. Taking it in on the inside corner for strike 3. Rindell works out of the inning, but the damage is done by the Bucks. It's a 3-0 Central Bucks West lead through 2.5. Way to the bottom of the third, and leading it off is Isaac Acosta. So leading it off to start the bottom of the third, Isaac Acosta. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That first pitch taken at the top of the zone for strike 1. On the count to Acosta. Alex Jenkinson remains on the mound after the long icing. And now that pitch taken in the dirt for ball 1. And the count evens at 1-1.
It'll be interesting how much Jenkinson was maybe affected by the long wait, because he was looking really good, but now he's had to sit for a while.
It's always interesting to see that, especially after a long inning.
Definitely.
Which is always why it's important to take advantage of long innings if you're on the offense during that inning. Is that pitch taken for a strike at the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Jenkinson rocks back. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Acosta down on strikes. And that brings up Reese Accord. Accord looking to give the Firebirds some of an offensive spark like he did in the first inning of the last game.
And it looks like CB West has Jonathan Mason warming up. So we may see Jenkinson taken out soon.
And the first pitch is fouled off by Accord. And the count 0-1. And the pitch to Accord, fouled off again. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on and missed. Accord down swinging, back-to-back strikeouts for Jenkinson. He's now at 7 on the day. And
Goldie almost swings.
Golden Bomb takes for strike 1. The count 0 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Taken for strike 2. So we're having technical difficulties here at the booth. Literally nothing is working except the stream is up as Golden Bomb checked his swing and he did not go.
You know what, Kane? I'm starting to think this just may not be our day with the equipment.
I mean, as long as the viewers can hear us, then I guess we're doing something right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch taken just low for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Golden Bomb. And the payoff pitch. Check swing. Just missed inside.
He did not
That's
go.
ball 3. It did not go. So the controls that we have are still working. However, we can't tell from our equipment. So just bear with us. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Golden Bomb. And the pitch. Foul back.
You know, we may just start hitting random buns at some point and just, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, the screen went black. I'm not good with tech. I should have known. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Golden Bomb. And that's wrong. Ground ball over to short. Fielded on a hop, throws to first, got him. 1-2-3 inning for the Firebirds, heated the order in the bottom of the 3rd. And Central Bucks West coming up in the top of the 4th, leading by 3-0. Just a quick reminder in between pitching changes of our current stats. Firebirds fourth game on April 6th. They beat Ben Salem 8-3, then lost to Malvern 9-1, and now riding a 2-game win streak after beating AWHS 10-7 and Doc Mennonite 20-5 in yesterday's game. We're going to make it 3 straight here today with work to do. As a trail by 3-0, and Tom McGinley comes on in relief of Brian Dow. The first pitch of the at-bat taken low, and it's Luke Burkhead leading it off. Burkhead 0-for-1 with a ground out his first time up. Looking to extend the lead here. Pitch taken on the inside corner for strike 1, and they count 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. So on hit well, right field charging in, and what a sliding grab in right field.
He drops it.
Oh, he dropped it.
He may have had it though.
Yeah. A core just couldn't bring it in for a long enough period of time, and it's a leadoff single for Luke Burkhead. And there's a man on first and nobody out for Alex Valdez of Central Bucks West.
Good effort by Cord. That's just frustrating. Can't
Yeah.
do much about that. It's better than a double.
Mm-hmm. That would have been what it was if he missed it. I believe it's an area. Alex Valdez, the man on first and nobody out. I'll take a few practice swings and McGinley comes back to the mound. And the pitch is now fouled off. So it looks like there was a change in the decision, as now Burkhead is not on first, so it may have been called out. And he is called out. So a pop out for Burkhead, and that changes everything, as now Valdez is 1 out, no man on. So they say the drop from McCord was on the transfer, which is what McCord was saying in the outfield, and I guess I listened to him. And the pitch from McGinley. Swung on, hit well, left center field. Near the gap, but caught well by Isaac Acosta. Fielded well by Acosta and caught. And there's now 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Now it's Bukowski. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. McGinley has retired the first 2 batters he's faced. Looking to make it 3 in a row. And the pitch. Fouled off. No balls and 1 strike to count to Bukowski. And the pitch. Taken for ball. One ball, 1 strike for Bukowski. The pitch taken down low for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, now the count, and the pitch. Swung on, popped up left field, running over is Acosta. He can't get there. As it hit the hill and now rolls back to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now the count to Bukowski. Again, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored today.
That's like that old center field in Houston. You know, that used to be like the big hill. Rolled down like that.
Two balls, 2 strikes. McGinley into his stance. And the pitch. Swung on, popped foul, and out of play. The count stays 2-2. McGinley looking for his first strikeout of the outing. And the 2-2 pitch. Taken up high, ball 3. 3-2 full count. Now coming from McGinley.
I just sent you instructions on how to pack everything up, and you could still call me.
3-2 the count, and the pitch. So on ground ball over to third, and it stays fair.
That is fair. Acosta throws it in.
Flying around first, now going to second with a double is Kevin Bukowski. He's now 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And there's now 2 outs and a man on second. And there'll be a quick mound visit in between Baker and McGinley.
I did not think that was fair. That was very close. From our view, we cannot see the white line very well, so we couldn't tell if it was fair or not.
I mean, diving over at third was Kalak, and he couldn't reach it. So I'm not sure. It would have been close either way. McGlone now, who had a 14 pitch at bat his first time up, ended in a pop out. Now comes back to the plate. Oh, sorry, that was not McGlone. That was McGlone, wasn't it?
It was McGlone.
Yeah, and he popped out. Yeah. And the pitch swung on, hit well, or now charging in shallow center is Robbins, and he makes the catch. The Firebirds get out of the inning and they strand one in the scoring position, as that was number 43 pinch hitting, it appears. That was Julian Kim. So Kim flies out, pinch hitting for McGlone, and Central Bucks West goes out of the inning scoring no runs. McGinley doesn't allow a run in the first inning of his outing, and the Firebirds head up in the bottom of the fourth with work to do, down 3-0. So leading off in this inning for HGP is Matt Gongwick, the shortstop. Gongwick into the box. And the pitch taken for strike one. Jenkinson remains on the mound through 3 innings. He has 7 strikeouts. And the pitch taken for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch is fouled off. The count stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Matt Gongwick. The pitch taken high for ball 1.
Yeah, Jenkinson has looked really good today. I thought after that 1 inning when Firebirds got a bunch of men on base, I thought that was going to start something, but so far it doesn't look like much.
Yeah. The pitch popped up, or sorry, it was a blooper over to third, throws to first in time.
Good throw by Jenkinson.
Yeah. So it's a ground out. Well, ground out / line out for Gongwick. I'm not sure where that should be ruled. And there's the first out of the inning recorded by the Central Bucks West defense. And now Joey Amadi steps up to the plate. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Joey Amati steps to the plate. And the pitch taken for strike one. The pitch taken for ball one. One ball, one strike to Amati. The pitch taken outside, ball two. 2-1 now the count. Two balls and one strike to Amati. Swung ground ball over to third. Fielded at second, or for the shortstop, pardon me, over to
Nice
first.
pick.
What a pick, and he got him.
Wow. That's a great play.
Amati grounds out, and that brings up Will Kalak with 2 outs and no men on, and more defensive mastery by Central Buck West brings more momentum.
I mean, Bukowski throwing across his body, and then a great pick by Burkhead there.
That brings up Will Kalak. He takes strike one. Kalak, the third baseman, is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Seems like a lot of guys had a strikeout in their first at bat so far.
Yeah. 7 total recorded, and that's a pop-up foul on the right field side, and just behind our 10 again. No balls, 2 strikes, now to Kalak. Or Kalak, sorry, and that one's hit well. Right center field, carrying a little bit, and stays in the park. One hops the wall, and Kalak is into second with a stand-up 2-out double. And HGP is a man in scoring position with 2 outs, looking to get some offensive momentum going, and that brings up Matt Baker. As the first hit since midway through the second inning for the Firebird offense here in the bottom of the fourth.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think the first extra base hit for the Firebirds so far.
It is. Baker ready, and he takes strike one.
So it'll be interesting to see if Jenkinson's approach changes at all with a man on second now.
Mm-hmm. And the pitch chases in the dirt for strike two. Baker down quickly in the count, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow center, coming into no man's land and making the catch in center field is Alex Valdez. Central Bucks West gets out of the getting scot-free as they allow no runs and strand Kalak on second. We're at the top of the fifth. It's Matt Carr leading it off for Central Bucks West, who lead by 3. Now here in the top of the fifth, the Central Bucks West coming back to the plate. And leading it off would be Matt Carr, or did he hit? No, he's up. Matt Carr. Can't tell if it's a pinch hitter or not. You have a little bit of things in the sight line. We'll say it's Carr.
It looks like
right
number
now.
19, Will Hagenauer.
Oh, it is number 19. So he's a pinch hitter. Will Hagenauer? Oh, that's right, yeah. So Will Hagenauer now at the plate. A little behind on my stat sheet here. Hagenauer ready in the pitch. Down low for a ball. And the pitch. He's taking for a strike.
Swings right through it.
Yep. Or swung on a miss. I said taken. Hagenauer has hit into 2 fielder's choices today. And pitch taken high for ball 2. And the pitch to Hagenauer. Taken for strike 3. Hagenauer down looking on the inside corner. It's strikeout number 1 for Tom McGinley. And it brings up Quinn Illig. And a pitch taken for a strike.
Illick is 1 for 2 with an RBI in this game.
So pinch hitting for Illig is Colin McKenna. So McKenna currently at the plate. McKenna gets under 1, going into the outfield and tracking it and caught in center field by Aiden Robbins for out number 2 of the inning. 2 down, and there's 2 down, no one on base so far for Central Bucks West. Let's see what that brings up. And that one's popped foul right field side again, and just under the waiting arms of a fan, it appears along the far side. That is Mr. Eckersley. I thought it was Eckersley, and I didn't know, so I said fan. That is Mr. Eckersley. Eckersley just couldn't get his glove out in time to make the catch. So up at the plate right now, Harrison Yim, pinch hitting for Koldoff. I'm sorry, Luke, maybe a Luke Burkhead. So it's now Bill Zentmeyer coming to the plate. So a lot of pinch hitters today. Zentmeyer ready. And the pitch. Swung on. Hit into the outfield again. Robbins tracking it, and he makes the catch in center. Robbins records 2 of the 3 outs by the Firebird defense, and a 1-2-3 top of the 5th. We get to the bottom of the 5th. The Firebirds are going to wake up offensively as they trail by 3-0.
still in.
Noah McDermott leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th for HGP. McDermott one for one with a single. Now ground ball over to third, and he's going to outrun the throw to first, which was a little haywire, but McDermott stays at first. The play over at third was attempted to be made by Koldoff, who just couldn't bring in the ball, and bobbled at first by Luke Burkhead.
That's Irmagati. That's not.
So,
Oh, you mean at first? You mean?
at first, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So McDermott sits on first. He's now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And Aiden Robbins, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, comes to the plate. Robbins takes up and in for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Aiden Robbins. The Firebirds looking to get something going offensively in the 5th. The pitch swung on, fouled off. One ball, 1 strike. Robbins on the 1-1. Taking for ball 2, down low. Two balls, 1 strike to Robbins. The pitch taken up and in for ball 3. Three and 1 now the count to Robbins. McDermott sits on first with nobody out. And the pitch taken for strike 2 on the inside corner, and the count now full. Jenkinson still remains on the mound. He's been locked down through the first 4 innings. The Firebirds looking to take advantage of a tired arm here. McDermott steals, and it's popped foul by Robbins. McDermott forced to go back.
Yeah, Kane, I would say this game's a little different than yesterday's.
Yeah, certainly. Firebirds had 20 runs in half the time yesterday, and still with a goose egg on the board right now, trailing 3-0. Full count pitch to Aiden Robbins. Swung on, hit well, right center field. It'll stay in the park, and caught without issue in right field by Will Hogenauer. McDermott will stay on first, so no tag up. And Isaiah Acosta will come up to the plate in left field. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, looking to make a redemption at bat here. Acosta ready. And a pitch taken high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And Acosta swinging a miss. One ball, 1 strike now to Acosta. McDermott steals. Acosta takes high, and McDermott down and sliding at second. And sliding safely. So a man on second and 1 out for HGP. Acosta took high, so the count 2-1.
Great jump by McDermott there.
Yeah, he was forced to go back in the last foul ball, so good job by Acosta also not swinging at that, even if it was down the middle.
Definitely.
And the 2-1 pitch to Acosta. Fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes to Isaac Acosta.
So got a mound visit. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I thought about it for a second. It was the catcher Max McGlone coming out for a moment to talk to Alex Jenkinson. But now we'll retreat back to home plate. Acosta ready for his 2-2 pitch. Jenkinson into his stance. McDermott sits on second with 1 out. And the pitch. Fouled off. count remains 2-2 to Acosta. Risa Cordy was a fielder's choice and a strikeout in the on-deck circle for HGP. The count stays 2-2 to Acosta, and he'll take a step out. And now comes back into the box. So does Jenkinson into his stance. Gets his sign. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped off the top of the cage, foul. And dead ball. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat on the way from Jenkinson. He has to be tired by now. This is his 5th inning pitch. I believe his longest at-bat. The pitch to Acosta, swung on, fouled off again. And this time foul on the left field side.
Great job by Acosta here to try to extend the bat. You know, Jenkinson's been so good, they try to extend the count a little bit, try to get him a little tired.
Yeah. Count stays 2-2. Jenkinson has his sign again. And the 2-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3 in the top of the zone. And there are 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th for HGP. And a good battle by Jenkinson for his 8th strikeout of the game. That brings up the power hitter Risa Cord. With a man on second, the Firebirds need a big hit. And the first pitch of the bat from Jenkinson. And the dirt ball 1. One over the count to Accord. And the pitch from Jenkinson. A high ball 2.
You know, I've been watching McDermott, and it looks like he's sort of trying to play games with Jenkinson a little bit. He's going out, he's dancing a little bit.
Yeah.
That's something that Jenkinson's just got to ignore him and just pitch.
No reason not to if you're McDermott. 2 over the count to Accord. And he takes ball 3. Accord up in the count early. It's 3-0. The question is, do you swing here? Because he can hit a home run better than anyone. But you want to try to get a base runner. And he takes strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Accord. Matt Goldenbaum, the designated hitter at cleanup on the on-deck circle. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Accord has a fielder's choice and a strikeout. And the 3-1, swing and a miss. The count now full to Risa Cord. He had 2 home runs in yesterday's game, both coming in the first inning, and a 20-5 win over Doc Mennonite. Looking for his 3rd in 2 games here. The count full. Jenkinson remains on the mound. Accord behind the plate, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Jenkinson on fire. It's 2 strikeouts in the inning. He's up to 9 on the day. And Accord down swinging for the 2nd time today. Goldenbaum will lead off the bottom of the 6th, but we're at the top of the 6th for the moment. And Central Bucks West looking to extend a 3-0 lead. So Carr leads off the top of the 6th inning, and he takes down low for ball 1. The pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Carr. McGinley remains on the mound. He had a strikeout in the last inning, then the one that went 1-2-3.
Looks like number 12 Carter Benson is warming up for Central Bucks.
So that means Jenkinson's day might be done after 5 innings pitched, no earned runs, and 9 Ks. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. And pitch to Carr, swung on, chopped foul on the left field side. The count stays 1-2. The pitch swung on and missed. He got him. Carr down, swinging on the 1-2 pitch. And that brings up Michael Koldoff. Koldoff over 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And Central Bucks West has had their last 6 batters retired.
Oh. Sorry, it's Julio Ermagati.
So Ermagati pinch hitting for Koldoff. And it's just back in the box. McGinley is still on the mound for HGP. And the pitch swung on, popped up, going deep into left center. Robbins is there and he makes the catch. That's out number 2 of the inning.
Tell you what, that was hit hard. Wow.
It looked like it was going to hang in there for a second, and then it started to carry a little bit. We've had a lot of carrying balls this park.
Yeah.
So that brings up Luke Burkhead, the first baseman. First pitch taken for a strike. McGinley ready in the 0-1. Taken for strike 2 at the bottom of the zone.
That was close. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I thought that was a ball.
It was there. It was definitely very close at the right on the line. No balls, 2 strikes to Burkhead. McGinley into his stance. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on ground ball over to third, fielded by Kalak, throws to first. And Amadi had to come off the bag, and he is safe. Burkhead safe at first after the ground ball to third. And a little bit of a haywire throw. Got the runner on for Central Bucks.
Good job by Amadi there, though, to stop it, make sure it didn't get any worse than it already was.
Yeah. So now it's Alex Valdez coming to the plate. Or Valdez, this will be a pinch hitter. Number 15 coming up. And that's Sam Greer.
Been a lot of pinch hitters today.
Yeah, my stat sheet's all over the place.
Tell me about it.
Greer making his first at bat, pinch hitting for Valdez. And the pitch from McGinley. Swung on, hit well to right. Driving back Acosta, and he makes the catch.
That's a great catch.
What a grab, as Reese Accord in right field, pardon me. And what a grab by Accord backing up to the wall. And that robs a probable run for Central Bucks West. The game stays at 3-0 to the top of the 6th. We get to the bottom of the 6th. The Firebirds still trail by 3. And it's Matt Goldenbaum leading it off. Leading it off for HGP is Matt Goldenbaum. And the first pitch to Goldenbaum, swung on, chopped foul on the left field side, and out of play.
It looks like number 33, Jonathan Mason, is now in the game for Central Bucks.
All right.
So I guess that's it for Jenkinson.
Yep. So Jenkinson finishes the day, 5 innings pitched, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count to Matt Goldenbaum. Or Goldie, as it was written on the Firebird roster that I received today over in the pregame. The 1-1. Taken, just missed inside, ball 2. And the count 2-1. Two and one now the count to Goldenbaum. Pitch from Mason. Swung on, fouled off. 2-2 now the count. And the 2-2 pitch from Jonathan Mason. Outside, ball 3, and the count now full to Goldenbaum. Goldenbaum, the D1 commit to USF. Looking to prove his worth here and get the Firebirds on the board. And it may have clipped them, and it did, but it doesn't matter. It's ball 4 anyway. And Goldenbaum will advance to first on the opening walk. First time Goldenbaum's been on base today, as he was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out before that. And that brings up the shortstop, Matt Gonglick, with a single and a ground out. He's 1 for 2. Man on first, nobody out for HGP. They look back to first. Meanwhile, oh my God!
And we just had a flash for our. All right, Kane. No fights today, Kane.
Oh, okay. That dude. Okay, so the throw. I should have caught that. A throw bounced from first, almost hit me in the head here at the booth. Wow.
I think Kane's light just flashed before his eyes.
I need to take a second real quick. And the pitch down low. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
If I would have caught that, that would have been the best thing ever if I caught that. I wasn't ready for it at all. That took the weirdest hop. So now it's Gonglick. He takes a strike. Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gonglick. And the pitch popped up foul off the top of the cage. One ball, 2 strikes to the shortstop, Gonglick. And the pitch taken outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So on the wild throw to first, I never realized this. Goldenbaum stole second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's now on second. I was too caught up making sure I recovered fully from the whiff.
It's okay, Kane. We'll let you slide.
And there's ball 3 up and in. I'm more disappointed I didn't catch it.
I know, that would have been cool.
I've been wanting to catch a ball, or like a foul ball or something, all season, and I finally get an opportunity to, and I pull my head out of the way.
It's okay.
Man. 3 ball, 2 strike, full count to Matt Gonglick. And pitch taken outside, ball 4.
And the Firebirds dugout is going nuts right now.
Yep. Back-to-back walks for the Firebird offense, and the tying run has come to the plate with nobody out, and that's Joey Amati. Amati 0 for 2 with a K and a ground out. And I'll have a quick mound visit after back-to-back walks by Jonathan Mason. And pitch. So I believe they have a pitching change as Jonathan Mason was sent to the bench. So Mason faces 2 hitters, and it's number 12 Carter Benson subbing on. So we'll take a quick break during this pitching change. It's the Firebirds 0, the Bucks 3, but HGP with men on first and second and nobody out. So we're back from Holy Ghost Prep, and we have Joey Amati at the plate, who's 0 for 2 today, waiting the first pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch. Taken in the corner for strike 1. Amati ready. And the pitch from now, Carter Benson. Relieving Jonathan Mason. Oh, and he walked off. Interesting. So Amati took a step out of the box.
Did he call time?
I guess so, but Benson was in the middle of his windup.
Yeah, that was weird.
A late time called by Amati. Now he's back in the box. And the pitch from Benson. Taken for strike 2, and the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Joey Amati. He is a K and a ground out. Looking to get his first hit of the game. And a much needed situation for HGP. And the pitch. Check swing in the dirt. Did not go, and that's ball 1.
Number 4, Jacob Greer warming up for the Bucks.
Interesting, they've had so many pitching changes.
Yeah. Well, the one they brought in before Benson wasn't even warming up.
Yeah. The pitch swing and a miss, he got him. Amati down swinging for the second time today. And there's now 1 out with men on first and second for HGP here in the 6th. That brings up Matt Baker. Or no, it looks like a pinch hitter. And that's KJ Freeband.
It's K-Lap.
Sorry, that's K-Lap. Pardon me. I skipped ahead of one guy. It is K-Lap at the plate right now for HGP. And K-Lap takes his first pitch low for ball 1. Gonglick sits on first. Golden Bomb on second. And K-Lap again at the plate. Carter Benson on the mound right now for Central Bucks West. And the pitch to Kalak. In the dirt.
The Firebird dugout trying to distract Benson here.
Yeah, and doing a good job of it. Kalak 1 for 3 today with a double and 2 Ks. And a pitch taken inside. And that's strike 1. And pardon me, Kalak is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a double. I put the K in the wrong column. Oh my God. And the pitch taken up and in, ball 3.
Been a confusing game, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. You could just see my scorecard. There is everywhere pinch hitter, pinch hitter, pinch hitter.
I can vouch for that. It is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and now you're roster.
And now my roster sheet is
3-1 the count. The pitch. Up and in, it got his shoulder.
bases are now loaded for the Firebirds.
Kalak ate it, as Best Productions is saying from the far side. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Firebirds.
I don't know how healthy baseballs are to eat, but he'll take that if he keeps getting on base.
That brings up Matt Baker. Bases loaded, 1 out for Baker. And he got hit into the first pitch of the at-bat. A run scores on the hit by a pitch by Baker. And the Firebirds are on the board. It's 3-1. He ate that as well.
And Central Bucks calls a mound visit.
As they should. It's back-to-back hit by pitches by Benson.
Back-to-back eats, actually.
Back-to-back eats. Noah McDermott now stepping to the plate. But he may have a little bit of a delay. Or maybe not. Benson will stay on the mound. He'll take a step off of it, but he'll stay on. McDermott 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He has a tying run in scoring position on second. And only 1 out. What can the Firebirds do in the second to last inning in this bottom of the 6th? And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball over to the third. It's by. 1 run is in. Here comes 2. He's down without a throw. The Firebirds have tied the game. The throw goes to third. That one not in time either. Noah McDermott at the clutch 2-run double in the bottom of the 6th. A brand new ball game for the Firebirds, and it's a 3-3 tie with men on second and third, and still 1 out. McDermott coming up clutch again, just like he did in the last game. He's now 3 for 3 with his 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBI. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Aiden Robbins. Ice in his veins, but quote unquote, from Bass Productions. The pitch swung on and missed. Robbins down the count 1-0. And the pitch. And the dirt. 1-1 now the count. 2-0 now the count.
Benson just has to try to shut out the noise and just don't get distracted. Just try to pitch.
Yeah. And the 2-0 pitch. So I'm popped up, right field side, near us, carrying. And off the field house.
Oh. I was waiting for a windshield to break.
Yeah, me too. I was carrying a little too long.
Yeah, it was.
2-1 now the count to Aiden Robbins. And pitch in the dirt. Benson remains on the mound for the moment for the Bucks. They do have activity in their bullpen with Jacob Greer warming up. Well, at least they did. Greer no longer warming up, but he is ready to come in. The pitch from Benson to Robbins. So on half swing, it's going to stay in play. The throw goes to first. It's in time. And neither runner advances from second or third. And it's now Isaac Acosta coming to the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. But he can change that in a big way here. Acosta ready. Second and third, 2 outs for the Firebirds here in the 6th. And the pitch. Up high, ball 1. A walk here or some type of hit that would still have the bases loaded would bring up Reese Accord, a big power hitter for the Firebirds, again with the bases loaded and 2 outs. For the moment, second and third and 2 outs with Accord in a 1-0 count. Or sorry, with Acosta in a 1-0 count. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The count evens up at 1-1. Acosta looking for his first hit of the game. And the pitch, swing and a miss. McDermott on second. Walsh pinch running for Matt Baker. He's over on third. And Acosta ready for his 1-2. Fouled back. Acosta, even with 3 strikeouts, has battled in those at-bats. I believe each of those at-bats have been 5 or more pitches. So he has not been going down without a fight, but he has been going down. That's something he can change here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Acosta. McDermott and Walsh lead off their respective bases. And the pitch, swing and a miss.
Good job by Benson there to get out of that.
Yeah, Benson strikes out Acosta for the 4th time today. And Benson does a great job, as Steven said, getting out of the inning. We're at the top of the 7th. It's a brand new ball game here from Holy Ghost Prep. It's a 3-3 tie. So Bukowski leads off the top of the 7th and final inning here from Holy Ghost Prep, and he takes strike 1 from Tom McGinley, who remains on the mound. McGinley's come on in relief of Rindell, has not allowed a run. That pitch upstairs, the count evens up at 1-1. Bukowski 3 for 3 today with 2 singles and a double. I believe a run scored. And now the pitch taken low. Count now 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to Bukowski. And the pitch swung on. Line drive into left is going to get down for a base hit. And it gets away from Acosta and left.
Acosta misses it.
Bukowski saves at second. And Acosta, a misplay in left field, gives extra bases to Bukowski. It's a leadoff double. Or maybe single and an error, depending on how it's scored. But Bukowski on second with nobody out. And that brings up Max McGlone, who may have a pinch hitter.
That's why you keep running, though, for the base runner. You never know what'll happen.
Yep. Like the banana turns I've heard in my years playing baseball. That was a joke that did not land. I didn't even take off.
Didn't even get off the runway.
Nope. No, it did not. So that's Max McGlone at the plate for Central Bucks West. McGinley looks back to second. Bukowski goes back without a throw. McGlone ready to pitch a ground ball. Pop up. I don't know if it was ground ball. I thought it was shadow. It's fly out, and Robbins makes the catch in center. Bukowski will not tag. How do I think it was a ground ball? All right. Anyway, 1 out, and then a man on second. After McGlone pops out, and it's now Will Hogenauer at the plate.
I think Robbins needs to get a new hat because it keeps falling off his head every time he goes to get a fly ball.
Yeah, same thing happened to Alex Hubbard a few days ago.
It's like Willie Mays.
Every single pitch. Hat fell right off his head. McGlone ready. Pitch popped up, foul, top of the cage. Man on second, 1 out for Central Bucks West. 3-3 tie in the top of the 7th and final inning. Well, final unless there's extras. Hogenauer in his stance. And the 0-1. Taken for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Will Hogenauer. Tom again looking for his 3rd strikeout of the day. Bukowski still sits on second after a second double. And the pitch from McGinley in the dirt. Bukowski stealing. The throw goes to third. It's way high. And Bukowski will score on the wild throw to third. It's a 4-3 lead for Central Bucks West in the 7th. And the bases are now empty with just 1 out.
No, it's easy to say now, but he should have just ate it. He shouldn't have thrown it.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Hogenauer. And the pitch. Swinging and a miss, he got him. Hogenauer down swinging. That's out number 2 of the 7th. And Hogenauer, 2nd strikeout of the game. McGinley's 3rd strikeout of the game on the mound. First pitch of the at-bat to Quinn Illig is taken for a strike. Illig has a ground out, an RBI single, and a pop out. And now the 0-1. Taken for strike 2 on the inside corner. So the run scored just now to make it a 4-3 game unearned. So McGinley still is not allowed an earned run. 2 outs in the inning. No balls, 2 strikes to Quinn Illig. And the pitch. Taken just a little low for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Now the count to Illig. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. McGinley gets out of the inning with 2 back-to-back strikeouts, but the damage is done by Central Bucks West. They did it 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Right at the bottom of the 7th. Who wants to be a hero for the Firebirds? We'll soon find out. It's the Bucks 4 and the Firebirds 3. How could you want a better end to a Firebird baseball game? Bottom of that 7th inning, it's Reese Accord leading us off. Accord had 2 home runs in the last outing against Doc Mennonite. First pitch taken for a ball. Both sides, benches and stands, loud and ready to go for this bottom of the 7th. Pitch number 2 taken high for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Accord. And the pitch. Inside, ball 3.
Hey, take a breath, kid.
You got this, 4.
And the pitch. Taken for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Accord. The new pitcher in Jacob Greer, relieving Carter Benson. The 3-1, swing and a miss by Accord, and the count now full. Accord can drive one if he gets all of it. He looked to get all of it there, but missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter, Reese Accord. Golden Bomb in the on-deck circle. And the 3-2 pitch, swung on, popped up. High right field side. It should stay in play. Hooking over to the foul line. And drops foul. And a lucky break for Reese Accord. And now on his 6th pitch of the at-bat, will make this his 7th.
I thought he was going to get there, Kane. I got to admit.
I mean, technically he was there, he just missed it.
Yeah, well, true.
Accord into the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch, swing and a miss. A cord down swinging to start off the bottom of the 7th. And that brings up Matt Goldenbaum, who still sets the tying run. Pitch to Goldenbaum. Up high, ball 1. Goldenbaum ready for the 1-0. Taking for strike 1. Goldie ready from the delivery from Greer. That's up high, ball 2. Sorry, ball 3 in the count now, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Goldenbaum. And he takes strike 1. Goldenbaum serving as a tying run in a 4-3 game in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive, deep center field. It's carrying, it's deep, back, and making the catch is a few feet from the wall.
Oh, I thought that was it, Caden.
Wow.
I thought that was it.
Alex Valdez makes the catch just 2 feet from the wall. And the Firebirds are down to their final out. And it comes in the name of Matt Gonglick, the shortstop.
Man, that was hit hard.
Dang. That looks so good off the bat, too.
There's been a lot of balls hit like that today.
Can Gonglick be a hero? He's 1 for 2 with a single ground out and a walk his last time up. And he takes for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Gonglick. Swing and a miss for strike 1. One on one now the count to the shortstop. Jacob Greer in on relief. He has a strikeout and forced a pop out. 1-1 in the dirt for ball 2. And the pitch, up and in, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Matt Gonglick. And the pitch, in the dirt, ball 4. Gonglick works a walk. The Firebirds have a tying run on first, and it's now Joey Amati at the plate. Amati 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The Firebirds have a man on first and 2 outs. Amati the winning run. He takes strike 1 on the inside corner. On the count to Amati. Greer ready. And the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. One on one the count to the winning run, Joey Amati, the first baseman. And the 1-1 pitch. Taken for strike 2. The Firebirds enter their final strike with Amati. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the first baseman. Can he be a hero in the bottom of the 7th? And the 1-2 pitch from Greer, who's in his stance, and the pitch. Up high, ball 2. And the count evens up in 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, he got him. Central Bucks West double K's the heat of the order for the Firebirds. And that is how the 7th inning and the game come to an end. The Bucks defeat the Firebirds 4-3 and end their 2-game win streak at home. And the Firebirds lose in disappointing fashion after a multitude of strikeouts. In fact, 12 total throughout the game. So, Steven, not the end of your first broadcast that we would have liked, but a dramatic game. A competitive game between these two teams. So how do you think you felt?
Felt good. You know, it would have been nice to see them, of course, win, but you know, it was a good game. I mean, when a team is pitching is that good, you can't do much, but we'll bounce back. I know we will.
Yep. So your MVP of today's game for the Firebird offense comes from Noah McDermott, who brought the Firebirds back and tied the game up at 3 in the bottom of the 6th with his 2 RBI double. That tied the game up at 3, but after that it was Central Bucks West all the way, who defeated the Firebirds 4-3. So that's how today's broadcast will come to an end. I'm Caden Stewart. You're Steven Zaglin.
I'm Steven Zaglin.
And we're signing off from the Holy Ghost Pep YouTube channel. Your final score, 4-3 Bucks.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.